If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well.
Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 137 of the Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 15. We start with the opportunity to get some revenge. Obviously, Derby County are only in the Barclays Premier League because they beat us on the last day last year. Not only did they guarantee their own survival, they also denied us Champions League football for this season. So I'm pretty sure that I was going into this one with the with the main aim of just destroying them. So we'll try and do that in this one. Obviously, they're starting a pretty similar side to the one they did last time. They beat us 2-0 in the last day at the end of the previous season, and even just a point would have been enough for us to get Champions League football, so really disappointed. Callum Wilson obviously absolutely annihilated Norwich in yesterday's episode. If you missed it, there'll be a link as an annotation in the bottom left hand side of your screen. Definitely deserved to be in the starting lineup for this one, this time around, Callum Wilson. So he's starting alongside Stral Georgiev. Georgiev actually gets away nicely here. He's got a good top speed, not the fastest acceleration, but a really good top speed. But a strange save by their goalkeeper there ends up with the ball going out for a corner. He dived one way, hit him on the underarm, and then went back the other way. We do get the corner come in though. It's going to eventually get laid up here to Adarabio. His shot is deflected and he comes off the bar, and then the man in the middle, I think it was Georgiev, couldn't quite get himself onto the end of the bounce after it came down off the woodwork. So we've come extremely close twice now to getting ourselves a lead in this game, and after 14 minutes we're going to get the best chance yet. Callum Wilson just got wiped out by Johnson. Definitely a yellow card, not a red, as it was down the kind of down the left hand side of the box rather than straight through the middle. Was a clear goal scoring opportunity. But Georgiev had the best penalty stats of everybody in the starting lineup in this particular game. Goalkeeper kind of went the right way. He just kind of leant to his left rather than diving. If he dived, he might have got there, but we had another set piece, this time just outside the box. Would have loved a second penalty, to be fair. Aaron Cresswell has decent free kick stats actually, and he proves that just here by whipping in a very good one. Really unfortunate and unlucky though that it comes back off the woodwork, off the bar. That's twice we've hit the bar now in the opening half an hour here. We could be 3 or 4-0 up by this point against Derby here. It's only 1-0 though in the 37th minute. Jenkins Chikowi plays down Polenz down the right hand side though. He's got good pace. Our young right back Marco Polenz whips in a great ball. Callum Wilson beats the offside trap to score his first goal since the 4 that he got against Norwich in the last episode. So pleased that he's continuing his run of goal scoring form. Derby though, we're going to come back at me in the second half. As you can see here, I shouldn't really have committed with that diving tackle out wide, but then I thought I'd pinned him in the corner. Then he whips in a great ball, and an even better header from Jordan Ive means that it's 2-1, and Derby have pulled themselves a goal back with 5 minutes gone in the second half. 5 minutes to go though in the second half when this ball comes in. It's eventually going to drop on the edge of the box to Aaron Cresswell here, brings it down, and that is an absolute cracker from Aaron Cresswell. He scored a brilliant goal from the edge of the box for us a couple of videos ago, or a couple of episodes ago, from the right hand side of the box into the bottom left corner. This is from the left hand side of the box into the top right corner. Just settles himself, and that is a crack. That's a very, very good finish from the left back, scoring a couple of brilliant goals for us this season to give us a 3-1 win against Derby, and we do get revenge, although I'm pretty sure I would rather have lost this game and had Champions League football, but still, you take what you've been given, and that was the hand we were dealt. We've got Europa League football this season, and we continue in that competition with the second game of the episode, our home against Genoa. We are joint top of the group right now with the Italians after a win and a draw each against Nacional and Reims. We both drew with Reims and both beat Nacional, so it's going to be a difficult game. Obviously, we know a little bit more about Genoa than previous, because obviously I've spent 2 seasons with an Inter Milan career mode, so I kind of knew what to expect from Genoa, but the question was, with this side rather than my Inter one, was I going to be able to challenge them? They've got Matteo Perran in goal. Obviously, he's one of the better goalkeepers, the most promising goalkeepers on the game. They've got Iago Falque up top, obviously the former Tottenham loanee, or he was a loanee at Genoa from Tottenham, I think he was a Tottenham youngster, I'm not sure. They've got Alberto Pelosi up top though. He's come across to them from one of the Verona sides. I think it's Chievo. Pretty sure it was Chievo. I might be wrong, you'll have to let me know. But we come so close to taking the lead in the 3rd minute there. Really nice run and turn, but unfortunately off the woodwork, down off the base of the post. So we've hit the woodwork, hit the bar twice against Derby, and now hit the post against Genoa. We get lucky here with that shot from Pelosi being well saved by Hutchinson, and it just falls kindly for a defender rather than an attacker. And we live to fight another day and keep the game at 0-0. Fetfatsidis though has a good shot here. He used to be 5-star skills, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of years ago. The Greek right-sided midfielder. You'll have to let me know in the comments if I'm mistaken. But I'm pretty sure Fefassidis used to be 5-star skills. He's not anymore, and I don't think he was last year either. But it may have been FIFA 12 or 13. He had 5-star skills, but his skill number or skill star number doesn't count right now because we've just got ourselves another penalty. We've been hitting the woodwork left, right, and centre in both games, and we've now had a penalty in both games. Georgiev again is going to be the man to take it. Is he going to go the same way? No, he goes the other way. Keeper does his research though and goes the same way that he went in the previous game, but this time outsmarting Matteo Perrin to give us a 1-0 lead just before half-time. Genoa though, trying to get themselves back on level terms. It's been pretty even to this point. If anything, you'd say Genoa had kind of had the better chances, and they get really lucky there with the way that it bounces off the defender after the block shot and falls straight to their second striker. Although take nothing away from the finish, it was an extremely good shot. But they're still coming forward. We're still not done with the first half here. Genoa stand the ball up, then they hit the bar. But we can't quite get it away properly. Try to hoof it clear. It drops here on the end to a man who runs into his teammate, Kofi, I think it was. Then Fefassidis skips past one. Again, eventually though, we do get the ball clear properly and we head into the second half. They made a change. As you can see, Kofi's gone off and Tatsidis has come on. But we're having a shot that's been deflected, and that was so close to looping into the top of the net as well. Mauricio, the defender, in the way this time. Trying to get ourselves a goal to go back in front, though. Obviously, we don't want to draw another game in this group stage, but Callum Wilson has been in electric form recently, but unfortunately they're not able to get that ball into the bottom corner. So it's still 1-1. We're still joint top of the group, though, of course, with Genoa. Until, of course, this happened. They went and scored a second goal and went 2-1 in front in the 71st minute. So that puts Genoa top of the group on 7 points. We're now second on 4 if... of course, that Stade Reims didn't beat Nacional. If Reims beat Nacional, they'll go above us on 5 and we'll be in third on 4. But obviously, we're only halfway through the group stage now, so if we can beat Reims next time around rather than draw and then do better against Genoa and maintain with same result against Nacional, then we'll be comfortably through to the knockout stages of Europe in our first season in any sort of European competition. So I'm pleased with how things are going so far, although obviously disappointed to have gotten the defeat against Genoa. But they are probably the strongest team in the group, so it's not too much of a slight on our side. But Cassida and Ranti start this one against Newcastle. I was really disappointed in Callum Wilson for missing that chance at the end of the previous game, so I left him out this time. A bit harsh, you might say, but I just felt like it, I suppose. They're starting Waris up top, though. He always seems to go to Newcastle or Sunderland, Waris on career mode. Either or. He's always going to the northeast of England. And obviously they've got Remy Cabella, in their starting lineup as well. I really like Cabella, actually. I'd love to bring him into to Cambridge United here on this series. But A, we don't really play the formation to suit him, and B, I can't afford him. But he's the calibre of player that I want to be looking towards now to try and improve this side in the next season or so. But we get another penalty. Michael Woods hit the post earlier on, so we're continuing to hit the woodwork and we're continuing to get penalties. We hit the bar twice against Derby, post against Genoa, post against Newcastle, and 3 penalties in every single game. Well, a penalty in every game, 3 penalties all told for the episode. Cassida took this one though and fired it into the top right hand corner. Tim Krul sent the wrong way, and Verdio draws a good save out of the Dutchman before 20 minutes are up. So we're coming close to getting a second goal, and I felt like I needed a second goal because whilst Newcastle aren't the best, they still do cause some problems. That was a comfortable save for Hutchinson. Perhaps should have held it. Slightly disappointed that he didn't, but at least he pushed it away from danger and that we were able to deal with the rebound, and they didn't really cause us too many problems from that. This time though, he does get it away and out of danger as well, round for a corner, which fortunately nothing came from. But Newcastle continue to push me in the second half very, very hard indeed. We're into stoppage time now at the end of the game. You can see them whipping a solid ball, but the header is even better. Brown Ideh, formerly of West Bromwich Albion of course, scores a brilliant header. You'll see from the couple of replays, he's actually just almost unsighted with the defender in front of him and then has to stoop. The ball is underneath him. He has to stoop to dig that header out and whips it into the top corner. An extremely good header and, worthy of getting them a point. So I can't really complain too much. Very well done, Brown Ideh. You've earned Newcastle a point there. We are still in the Capital One Cup, and actually we play Newcastle in that competition next as well. So perhaps we can get a little bit of payback for that one as well, the same way we did with Derby. But we are now 10th in the table, so we're on the rise. We've got a win, obviously, against Derby, and then the point against Newcastle has taken us from 7, which would have seen us still down the bottom, up to 11. So pleased with how things are going so far. We're starting to turn the draws into wins. We were just a little bit unlucky, perhaps, with the way that Newcastle claimed that last-minute equaliser in the previous game, and if it weren't for that, we would be up around about 8th. We'd be above Newcastle. We're on 11 points. Would have been on 13, so yeah, would have been up in 8th if we'd have beaten Newcastle and they hadn't scored that last-minute goal. So we're improving, we're getting better, and we're on our way up towards the right end of the table. So hopefully that can continue tomorrow, although obviously the first game is that Capital One Cup game against Newcastle United. We'll try our best to win that and then get some more points in the Barclays Premier League. But that will bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will be streaming FIFA 15 over on Twitch in a few moments' time, so follow the link in the description to my Twitch and follow the channel over there. Follow me on Twitter as well and on Instagram, and click all of the other, or check out all of the other links in the description, whether that be my Instagram, my Facebook, or my sponsor G2A, and I will see you guys next time.